Hey YouTube, it's OG Kicks 86. That's Kicks with the Z, back with another sneaker review. As always, just a quick disclaimer, my channel is not about hype for a shoe. It's more here to help somebody make a buying decision one way or another. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So what we have here is going to be an Air Jordan 3, and these are called El Vuelo. And before I open up the box or anything, I just want to just kind of walk you through it and just say this is a very, very cool box. Specifically because I am first generation Mexican American. And when I was a kid, I mean, hell, even now, I've always been into wrestling, but even the lucha libre, which this is kind of referencing, was something that I've actually never been to. And I'll tell you a real quick story. When I was young, I lived in Mexico City with my grandparents, but they were older. And back then, you would go, and you still do this in a lot of parts in Mexico. Is you don't buy like groceries. You don't go like on Sunday and buy a bunch of groceries and then you take it home. You actually go to the market every day and just buy what you're going to eat for the day. And part of that is you always go and get, fresh tortillas. So I remember that I would always see the wrestling posters. They would have them, and they will look just like this, but they would have the wrestlers on there or whatever. But I always wanted to go, but like I said, my grandfather was a little bit of a grouch. So I always kind of had that, at the back of my mind. And then here, obviously, you had WWF back then, and that was huge. So anyways, that's why this pair of shoes was very special and significant to me. Not only is it part of the culture, but it's something that I've still to this day as an adult, as a 40-something-year-old, still haven't been able to do. One day, though. So let's go ahead and read this. Air Jordan Retro Mex. So I guess that stands for Mexican wrestling or something. Summit White / metallic gold. So let's go ahead and open up these guys right here. And these do come in kind of like a sandwich wrapper style, like Jordan's been doing here recently. So I thought these were really cool, just on the box alone. And what this is referencing, I'm thinking this is going to reference the actual luchador mask that they wear in Mexican wrestling. That's why you have kind of like patent leather here, and then you have all this kind of, I would say maybe like snake skin, scale, something like that. So you have like this very, very smooth, again, to mimic the mask material. But this is like patent leather, for boots or parts of the mask as well. So this is a great homage piece, I think. You do have the white laces on both of them, but there is also additional laces in the red right here, kind of a burnt red, and then the green here as well. So that's always cool when they throw in the little extras. And then you also have the gold hits here, the Jumpman as well, here on these eyelets down here and on the top ones. So, but I think these were done very, very well. As far as creasing, I think these are going to be a crease monster, though. I got to be honest with you. But I don't mind it. Again, that's what you have your shoes for, is to wear them. I could care less about that, but just in case anybody cares. Back Jumpman is gold as well. And this one doesn't have Nike Air. As you can see, it's the actual Jumpman, which I don't mind whatsoever. And then at the bottom, you have your green with the hit of red. If I'm not mistaken, I think oh no, this is the exact same. I thought they were different, but no, it's the exact same shoe. So, but yeah, no, very happy the way these turned out. Like I said, just the connection for me makes them even more special. I know when these came out, they kind of sat around for a little bit. And I just checked, and it looks like they're kind of selling out in certain sizes. They still have like really small sizes left on the, what is it called? Like Shoe Palace and things like that. Undefeated, I think it's got pretty much the whole size run still on the website. So I don't know if you guys have ever ordered from Undefeated. But, oh no, they're the same color as well. I thought the insoles were going to be different. But they have a full size run of these as well. The only other thing that I want to point out that has a variation is on the back of the tongue. You have a phrase that says "que fuerza," And then, well, it's back here. I had them backwards. So it says, más vale maña que fuerza. So basically what that means, and I guess it also hit me a little bit harder because I am a little bit older. Basically it means it's more important to have experience than strength. So and I agree with that. So, and it's not just because of my age, but it's now you look back on it as you get older and it's like, yeah, I would have done something else differently. And even now, you kind of stay out of trouble because you know what happens, for people that do. So anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. My final thoughts on these are, if you are like, I think you can tell that this is a shoe that means a little bit more to me than the standard sneaker head, because I kind of have a connection with it, because of where I grew up and my family roots and all that. But I think if you're looking at for just a cool shoe, I think you can wait on this, and let it go a little bit more under retail. Like I looked that up for 9.5. It's at $218, so it's $2 below retail on StockX right now. And like I said, they still have a full size run on a few websites, like Undefeated, I know for sure has them. And then Nike has like like 10.5 and above, and then like 8 and below. So it was kind of weird. So anywhere between that 9 to 10.5, it's sold out. So if you like the shoe, like I said, you can wait on it. I'm sure the price is going to drop down. But if you have that connection, or you're a wrestling fan, a lucha libre fan, like I am, then I would probably tell you go ahead and pull the trigger and pay full retail. But other than that, honestly, I'd probably just wait on it. Biggest reason is because all these shoes are going to start going on sale here, and the prices are going to start dropping, especially in January and February. So anyways, those are my final thoughts on the shoe. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if if you're a wrestling fan, and if you are, if these do anything for you. So go ahead and drop it down in the comments. Once again, this is OG Kicks 86. That's Kicks with the Z, and I'll see you on the next sneaker review.